Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there. Okay, sorry, technical difficulties. I done set up some profiles, y'all, on this Google, and it's just messing up everything. But listen, it's Friday. It's my day. I'm live at 5. Hey, it's Friday. It's my day. And I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Come on inside of the room. Hopefully, you're having a great start to your weekend. I want to have this conversation with you really quickly about you are an artist. You are an artist. Go ahead and put it in the chat. I am an artist. I am an artist. And I want to get into the conversation of what it is that I'm talking about. But before I do, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Deneen Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneur's Jumpstart Program. It is the number one training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. How do you do this? You do this by building your courage, confidence, and competence so you can accept, believe, and commit to what it is that God has called you to do. Okay, Facebook user, drop your name so I know who it is because you haven't given StreamYard permission for me to see your name. So I just want to know who I'm talking to since we're here together. Thank you so much again for being here. So I'm gonna drop this mic really quick, and I'm gonna let you get started. Hey, Missy, give StreamYard permission, girl? Call me if you don't know how to do it. Just call me and then we could do it. But somewhere inside there, inside of the group, it'll tell you to give StreamYard permission so I can see your name because I know that's been happening the last couple of times. But look, let's get into this conversation real quick, Missy, since you are here. You are an artist. So let me tell you exactly what it is that I'm talking about. My family and I have been going through a situation where there's been a dispute over like family land. And when people are talking, okay, gave them permission. Thank you. I just gave them permission. Excellent. Thank you so much. So now I can see you. I can see your beautiful face in your profile. I love it. So listen, we've been in this situation, and what I want you to get about you being an artist is that you actually create how you show up for people in your words and the way that you actually talk, speak, influence, encourage your interactions with them. Put it in the chat again. I am an artist. So when you are interacting with people and they are interacting with you, do you get that you leave them with something? And when I say leave them with something, meaning the way that you talk and show up in their life, they're left with an impression of you, right? Either you're filling them up, you're breaking them down, maybe you're stretching them, right? If you're a coach, you're stretching them beyond their limits, right? You're challenging them. Sometimes when I'm in conversation with people, they feel like my conversation is challenging, but sometimes it's uplifting, sometimes it's encouraging, right? There's so many different ways that you can show up. Put it in the chat. I am an artist. So when you are interacting with people and other people are listening, right? Like just people in their space. Maybe it's not your friend, maybe it's their friend, maybe it's someone that's sharing space with you guys and you're having an open conversation. They're left with something. The first thing that I want you to get is that you're responsible for whatever it is that they're left with. You are responsible for whatever it is that they're left with. So sometimes people pick on me when I go live on Wednesdays that's the hard day. Like that's the day that I really come for you, right? And what they're left with on that day is me being challenging or stepping on their toes, right? But not in a bad way, in a good way. Because the reason why they're coming is because they want to be challenged. They want to challenge their thinking. They want to challenge the way that they speak. They want to challenge their actions. They want to challenge the way that they're living their life so they can have something different. Because you get that doing the same things is insanity if you're expecting something different. That is definitely going to require you stretching in different areas of your life to see different things show up. So get that however it is that you're speaking in front of any particular person, they are left with an impression of you and that you are responsible. Put it in the chat. I'm responsible. I'm responsible. Number two, because you are an artist and you're actually creating the way you appear and show up for people, I want you to be intentional. Put that in the chat. I need to be intentional, right? In yeah, you are responsible. In every different situation, there may be a particular outcome that you want. But in order for that to show up, you have to be intentional. Intentional with what? Your words, because that's the only way that you're creating. Remember, your words is what create. Speak those things that be not as though there were. God said, let there be light, and there was light. You are creating with your words. So if you're not intentional about the words that you speak, just know you're creating something. And you need to be clear on what you create and on what you want to create, right? Not that you're rehearsing it, but remember how I talked about this maybe like a week or so ago about the important thing for coaches, right? But this is an important thing for anyone that's communicating with people is you're listening, because your listening is going to give you what to say based on what you want to create, right? You don't go into a conversation being manipulative, right? You don't go into it trying to make things happen or to go a certain way. See, you're in a conversation to be in a dance, to be in relationship, to build relationship. So if you're going into a conversation, yes, you can intend on how you want to create this relationship in their listening or how you want to show up, right? Sometimes when I come, I want to be like enthusiastic, excited. I want people to be energized, right? But I cannot determine how you take my words. So I got to be responsible for what it is that I'm saying. And if it's your job, if you're not clear, to ask what it is that I'm saying or what it is that I'm talking about. But however it is that I leave you, I know that I'm responsible, but I do have an intent when I go into the conversation, right? I want to encourage them. I want to uplift them. I want to get them into action. I want them to do something, right? I want them to move the needle in their lives. And when I say not manipulative, meaning not, I want you to move, I want you to take actions, but it's not me wanting you to do what I want you to do. No, 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 no. I want you to take actions in what you want to do. And in order for me to do that in my conversation, I have to create possibility that you can see to move forward on so you can get excited about your life. Do you get that? So number one, I got to be responsible. Number two, I have to be intentional. And then number three, I have to be willing to create a safe space for you to be able to openly communicate with me, right? I have to create a safe space. Because if I'm the only person talking, if I'm the only person lending words, am I ever really hearing anything about you? Right? So the creating a safe space is what you need to be intentionally doing in all conversations. Opening yourself up in a way where people feel comfortable pouring their heart out to you. Because remember, we are here to serve. We are here to pour into people and to be poured into. And in order to do that, we got to get the gist of being an artist and being responsible for what it is that we're recreating. So now that you get that you're an artist, right? And that you're responsible, Missy, I need you to put the last thing is to create a safe space, right? Create a safe space because I got to make sure that you're getting it, right? So now that you got that you're responsible for whatever it is that you're creating, you're intentional, meaning you're not trying to control anybody. You're not trying to get things to work out the way you want to, but you're intentional with what you're. Thank you, Missy. Come on, girl. Yes, I love it. Not that you're being intentional or to try to manipulate people. You're intentional about how you want to show up, meaning your energy, your stand, what you're creating for them, how you're listening for them, the words that you're saying, right, in response to the things that they're sharing for you. But when you start talking, immediately you're creating a space. And the space needs to be a space of comfort, vulnerability, trust, love, like any of those things, in order for people to share with you what it is that they want for themselves, their lives, and the things that's important. Because if they don't feel those things, if you don't be careful with what you're saying and how you are creating yourself, it causes other people to recreate you sometimes in ways you don't like, right? Like she's mean, she's nasty, she's short, She's disrespectful. She's curt. Like all those things are based on how you left them. And the only way for you to know how you left them is for you to ask, how do you occur for people? How do you show up for people? So, Missy, and I'm going to take full responsibility for whatever it is that you say. So if you were to describe how I show up for you, how would you describe me to someone else? Like, okay, my coach Deneen is, and I just want you to put it in the chat. Now, here's what I want you to get. If you're watching the replay, you come back and you see this and you get that you're an artist and you're creating life all the way from the first anything that you could think about in your life to the things that you're not even thinking about, you've created it, right? And I'm telling you, it all starts with word. That's what I'm basically saying. And I'm saying that you're an artist, right? And you're painting people, my coach is straightforward, okay? Straightforward. That's how she sees me. Missy sees me as straightforward. I'm not going to add anything to it. Straightforward. Now, if you want to look it up, look it up. If you want to just give it your own definition, give it your own definition. But this is how I occur to Missy. Now, I know to some of other of you that may be listening, I may occur a different way, or it may be the same, like however it is. But get that I created that for Missy. And if it's something I don't like or I think that's misunderstood, the only person that can create something different, and I don't even know if I could create something different at this point because we've had so many interactions. She knows me, right? Well enough that I think that however it is that I occur to her, it'd be difficult to change, right? And again, I don't see that as a bad thing. She's straightforward, right? I'm not cutting the mustard. I'm not going around the mulberry bush. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna tell you things that's misleading. I'm not gonna put a whole bunch of fluff around something to make you feel good. I want you to be motivated to take action to change your life. So look, you are an artist. You are creating. You're creating your life. You're creating the way you interact with people. You're creating the way people see you. And I want you to be mindful of what it is that you're doing, especially if you're in this world to be on purpose, to make impact, to change lives, to influence your family, your children. I need you to be clear that you are an artist. Put it in the chat. I am an artist. You are responsible. You are intentional, and you create safe spaces for other people. So look, go out there in the world this weekend, make some amazing relationships, have some amazing interactions, take notes, ask these questions, see how you occur for people. How do people see you? How do I show up for you? And see if you're making the impact and the impression that you want. And if not, then you need to create something different. Okay. Always looking forward to serving you. I'll see you guys on next week. I love you. I'm going to be in Dallas. I fly out Sunday. If I can record something, I want to do better with this when I'm traveling, that you still hear from me. So I'm challenging myself, even though I know I tell you guys when I'm traveling, when I'm out of town, and I do try to come on if I can, and sometimes I can't because my time is not my own when I'm on site working with other people. But I definitely don't want to leave you hanging. So next week I'm in Dallas. My goal is to show up. But if I don't show up, I will do a static post. I will do a post that you can read. Okay. Always looking forward to serving you. I'm in Dallas the next 2 weeks. But you'll be hearing from me. You'll be seeing me. And I love you. Go make something amazing happen in your relationship this weekend. I'll see you next week.